Okay, it's live now. You should be able to join. Hold on.
That was just him. He's coming over.
Oh, I gotta hang up with you before my camera will work. Go to. Okay. Not you.
So he's already going to come over?
Click on. Click on. You know where the event is.
Not here on Dave, honey, a different day.
Yeah. Right underneath it says live events. Yeah. Right underneath on the right hand side. Right underneath the video stream. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me figure this out. And hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Okay. Copy. Okay, now I'm gonna send it to you right here on Skype. Okay. I'm echoing. Yay! Okay, bye. Okay, now I can move my camera.
There we go. That's working.
I'm still, I have to get my camera to work, so hold on a second.
It should be right at the top of the screen. You may not see it unless you mouse over it, but it has your settings, camera, microphone.
There we go.
Awesome. We're so smart.
But she helped you.
Huh?
She said you're so smart, and I was like, but
She said we're so smart.
Oh, that makes me sound so. Oh my
We're
God.
so smart. All right.
Wow, this is like really up close and personal. I gotta back this camera up a little bit.
I'm eating pudding.
Yay, pudding. Okay, so.
Okay, we have, look, show 4 viewers.
Uh-huh.
Like, am I not supposed to be on here?
What world is my hair doing?
Go back. Let's close this. Okay, now we did have one of our ladies in the group did want to talk about one topic. I think it might have been, I don't want to get her name wrong, but I think it was Anita.
Yeah. She wanted to talk about light energy downloads and let's see if I can find her comment.
Okay, so we have that today.
I think her inquiry was more towards
Can't wait
Oh
to
no,
go.
your camera froze.
did it really? This is ridiculous. That's because,
It is Anita. Yep.
yeah.
There you are.
Yeah, anytime I check out another website while my camera is running, it freezes. So bear with me.
Okay, so since we don't actually have like a pre-written agenda about what we're supposed to be talking about today, I go ahead and switch these so when I look at you, I'm actually acting like I'm interacting. Let's go ahead and start with Anita's question.
Okay, first, coffee.
Coffee. I like coffee. And there is a chat option here. If anybody has any questions that they want to add, there is a chat box. Yes, please feel free to join in on the conversation. What's the matter, baby?
I believe if they don't want to join with the camera, they can still comment.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Just fine.
Getting ready.
Where? So we're ready for what?
Go fishing.
Again?
What's the matter, sweetheart?
Goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Look at all my pudding. And my popcorn.
We're live streaming. Hi.
45.
Okay, so we have Anita's question.
I have my coffee. Hey, yeah, so she, no,
She wanted to know, how can I download more light to increase my DNA efficiency? Is it automatically done?
Mommy's still frozen.
I believe, I mean, me personally, it usually happens in your most relaxed state, whether it's when you're sleeping or meditating or whatever the case may be, whatever you use to put yourself in that state of relaxation is when it happens. I don't think it's something you can plan or expect.
I would actually be able to do it with Reiki.
With Reiki?
Wouldn't there be a way of, because I mean that's healing. So
Well, I'm sure if somebody is going to receive any type of downloads, and more specifically with the DNA, yes, during Reiki would be a fantastic time. And I'm sure some people do experience it then. I don't, you know, there's no way to really narrow down when it happens or if you can plan it. It's more or less going to happen when you're within that relaxed state, I think.
it definitely does seem to be tied into what level of ascension practice you've reached.
Yeah.
Because I would think at that point, depending on how practiced you are probably going to be doing it as automatically as you can.
Here, I can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I was thinking about that question last night. That was a really good question. And it I mean, a thought-evoking question for sure, because that's not something I honestly have ever paid attention to really, is when exactly it happens. I just know that when it does, what state of what state of mind I'm in, what state my body's in, you know. So, you know, and I suppose it happens differently for everyone too. So.
All right, and then let's see.
There was one thing I wanted to bring up, and it was addressed in a group I saw today on Facebook, the Sisters Enchanted group.
Mm-hmm.
And it was about, if I'm pronouncing it right, the Ho'oponopono tool, the mantra, the affirmation, whatever.
Ah, okay.
Somebody had asked or inquired if anybody had used that as a tool. And I remember that when I first started using it, I think it's an amazing tool because I was telling them that when you use the mantra, it's working on many different levels at the same time. And Ho'oponopono is forgiveness and gratitude towards self and any experiences, any emotional attachments, anything that you need to heal from and release. And I was telling them in the Sisters Enchanted group, I said, imagine your body like a computer, and all this data is piled up. All these files have all this old data in it, and until that old data or cleaned out, your computer kind of goes through the same cycle over and over again, as efficiently as you would like it to, etc. When you use Ho'oponopono, not only are you being grateful for yourself, you're forgiving yourself and everything. You're also clearing away that old data within yourself and all those old attachments and beliefs and things of that sort. So it really, it really doesn't just specifically work on one area. I feel like it works on just about every area of your being, your heart, your soul, your
Anyone that I've
mind.
come across that has used it definitely, I noticed, I'm sure they were well aware, but it definitely did have this like purification process. You can definitely see it. Yeah.
And when you can use something like this, these are the mala beads.
Mm-hmm.
I say it and I go through each bead.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like a way for me to focus and to reinforce. So mala beads are great for something like that.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I actually have anything like that. Not that I use for that practice. I don't think I actually use that practice. I don't know. Maybe I should start doing that then. Maybe that'll help me feel better.
It might. So do you want to start off with reading? Or do you
Well, I was thinking about pulling some cards to see if there's a topic or a message that needs to get brought up, but
Okay. Go ahead.
well, I'm waiting for that little voice to go ahead and tell me when I'm supposed to drop these cards, and they're being very silent right now.
Yeah.
It's always fun. They were loud as hell last night. That's part of the reason why I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Let's take up that stuff again.
Can you go to Speedway before you leave? Please. Okay, love you. No, I'm okay. Thanks. Oreos and pudding.
Yes.
No, sweetheart. You gotta leave the chair alone.
What in the world just popped up on my screen? Okay.
Sorry, he's pushing chairs around. Leave the kitty alone, please. The one took a nap. That's convenient. The other one's deciding to be in terror. I don't know. These cards are not talking to me today. This is my only deck that I have. That might be on you today. I'm waiting. I might just have to immediately go to runes.
You might. That's what I thought you'd be reading the runes.
Well, at first I was being pulled towards the cards, but that didn't work out.
Well, keep them close by because I'm sure there's a reason.
Oh yeah, they're here. I can feel something.
Yeah.
There's somebody's part of the circle right now. That's really fun.
I wanted to touch base about some of the things that we're going to be doing through Harmony Gardens too.
About promoting readers and
Yeah, just what we've established so far. This is all new for us too, so we're.
Oh, there's Miss Heather. Hi, Heather. Thanks for joining.
Does it say who joined?
Well, she typed in the chat. I have the link that's in Harmony Gardens up so that I can see the live chat option. Because the chat option that we have here on our screen is just purely for the people that are in the call. So I wanted to make sure that I could still see the chat that was going on over here. All right. So, see if the runes are going to talk to me. That'd be really nice.
Okay, so I have the Seven of Spring. The card says, be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. I think we can all relate to that in some way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Pop-Tart down.
No, Pop-Tart down.
Pop-Tart down. These are going to be a pain in the ass today, too. Let's see.
Okay, so the card says, it's healthy and normal to stand up for yourself. Don't allow others to talk you out of beliefs or opinions at this time. Your thoughts and feelings about what is the right thing to do are exactly spot on. To back down or compromise. However, it is a good time to pay close attention to all that's happening so that you can learn from the situation. Don't allow people in power to intimidate you. Assert your rights. Sign petitions, call your local government, or attend rallies to demonstrate that there's strength in numbers.
Not sure we need any more than that, or any more than what we've already going on right now. Oh, Amy's in the bathroom. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I'll open it for you. Hang on just a second. There you go. All right.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
So, let's see. Again, these runes are being rather
Can I have my
quiet
box?
for me as well. I pulled one to see what that would bring up, and that would be I can't even remember how to pronounce this word, the Urus, basically wild ox. It's a symbol of strength, health, power, just the spirit, you know. And it basically talks about mental and physical agility, health, power is shown in this rune. Emotional and spiritual strength are also indicated. It's just representation of power that's neither owned or controlled. And I think that might tie back into, you know, mental health, spiritual health, what you were talking about with your cards.
Yes.
Standing up for yourself. Yeah, it's all part of health.
It is, and that's the one thing that I encourage people to do on a regular basis, because it's easy for somebody, an authority figure, to intimidate, to use an intimidation tactic to influence somebody's beliefs, their opinions, what they feel is right for them, yada yada yada. So, you know, it's important to stand your ground, to set healthy boundaries, and to stand up for yourself. And I had brought it up earlier to somebody that has a little boy who's special needs, and she was noticing that the neighborhood kids around her don't particularly like playing with her little boy. And I said, you know, take a step back for a second. I know how being a mama bear is, and I get that instinct to want to protect and stand up for your kids, which is fine, which is absolutely fine, and you have every right to do that. But from another perspective, as cruel as it may seem, you gotta think about also what this is teaching your son. If it's to the point to where you feel you need to remove him from the situation, then do it. But also, the harshest situations teach us to be our own best friend, and that's not a bad thing.
Not in its own, I suppose. Maybe in abundance.
Right. You know, I mean, the silver lining. There's a silver lining to everything, and even when we don't want to see it. So I said, you know, being your own best friend is never a bad thing, because then you take ownership of your own happiness. You don't, and that's how Tabby is, because she's Dutch. She doesn't leave it up to anybody to make her happy. You know, she has her moments where she's frustrated, and she knows when she needs to walk away from a situation, but ultimately, because she's been put in those situations, it's taught her how not to treat people, especially people who sometimes don't have a voice or haven't found their voice yet. But it's also taught her to be in control of her own happiness, to be able to go after what she wants and create what she wants to experience. And she doesn't let anything stand in her way. So from one mother with a special needs child to another, yes, this is going to teach your child how not to treat people. This is going to teach your child how to this is going to teach your child how to stand up for themselves, to be their own best friend, to make their own happiness, and not give that to anybody else, not give that power to anybody else. So in some instances, you almost have to walk away, but a lot of times you have to stand up for yourself too, and draw those, or set healthy boundaries for yourself. And there's some things out there that sometimes we don't like to admit to, like the intentions of others, ulterior motives. But those are things that we have to accept.
And these all definitely come back to health, because I mean, something as simple as just having guilt about some incident from your like years ago obviously has an effect on one's health, because you see it eating away at people. So when it comes to, yeah, making those choices, being aware of standing up for yourself, finding your inner voice, all of it, it's all going to always tie back into health and how we live, how we affect the world, how the world
Quality
stays
of
healthy
life.
or not. Yeah, it really is. It comes down to, it's amazing how much stuff ties into everything.
Yeah, the connections. And you
Yeah.
know, and that's what started it for me. Because before I even thought about doing readings or anything like this, Reiki, energy work, my first lesson and my first task was getting back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had given everything in me away on a daily basis. By the end of the day, my well was empty.
Yeah.
And that was a hard lesson for me. That was a hard lesson for me because I thought it was uh, my natural way of being was to give, but I was giving so much that there was nothing left for me. And this was years and years and years, and then finally I just hit this this darkness and this disappointment and depression and
Poison. It turns
yeah,
into poison.
poison, exactly. And for 3 months, I remember for 3 months I went through just having to focus and sift through the layers of these attachments and these old beliefs, and you know, what am I doing for others that I'm not doing for myself? How am I limiting the way that I help people? And it always came back to the same thing. Um, I limit the way I help people by limiting myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that I mean, and when I was able to see that and to truly stand inside of that and accept it, and then I started working on it, then I started seeing all the connection points and how everything is connected to your physical health, um, your mental
Mental.
health, your
Yeah.
spiritual health, your emotional health. It is all entangled, and every choice you make is a contribution to your health.
No, it really is. And again, that's
Yeah.
probably what my issue is. Need to definitely find some of those healing things. Now let's see what this is that I just pulled out. I've got something stuck on my board. Stop it. Oh, well, that looks like fun.
We did, Shay.
All right, random message of the day. I don't even know if I should leave these upside down or not. It's crazy how these things read so differently. All right, let me see. Individual, we've got. Well, that's fun. Basically a threat, a danger, attack. It's our first rune. We have a signify an awakening or a breakthrough, clarity of a situation, and then we have the cup, which is always a gamble. So that's interesting. Then let's see, if we read these runes upside down, that would be strife. And that would be, oh, so that would be war. Oh, well, this is a very dark reading then. Almost wish that I hadn't done it at all. Basically, this random message has to do with battles and how it takes that fight. It takes a danger, a threat, or something to make us wake up and realize, you know, when you get that fire lit under your ass, to actually have something that makes you have an action, whether it's risky or not. That's what it has to be about.
Yeah, well, it makes sense because, if everything's always peachy keen, then
Well, I mean, that's just what's going on in the world nowadays too, because we were talking about that a little earlier also. I mean, that's what happened in your cards. Like
yeah.
it's
So the
taking.
theme is, go ahead.
Oh no, what you were saying, the theme?
So it seems like the theme to me is self-power, accepting that power and using it um, to kind of, create
We need to
positive
be
change.
making better things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's definitely some struggles going on in the world, that's for damn sure. We've got too much conflict. And it is, that's what everybody was saying about, like, not to make it political or anything, but that was definitely something that they were talking about before. Things got to such a state that we allowed ourselves to get to such a state that we needed almost like a full tilt opposite direction trying to fix ourselves. We are so conflicted with ourselves right now that
Mm-hmm.
it is causing all these fights in the streets and ourselves and our homes, families, friends. We're losing friends because of what's going on in the world outside.
I think
So
I think it, I think it has, that I really believe, and I could be wrong. I'm not one to say I'm always right, because sometimes I'm off, and that's okay. But I think a lot of it, um, crap that's going on, is a result of the inner crap. Uh,
yeah, it really
uh,
is.
because
We're not dealing with our demons. We're not dealing with our
right,
poisons. Yep.
right, and I had just posted about this, the inner adversity.
Oh, that's right. We were just talking about adversity the other day too.
Yep,
God,
and
around and around we go.
right, the way it goes. So, and I had a feeling this was going to pop up during this live stream too. That inner adversity and being able to look at battles inside of ourselves, and the contemplations.
Yeah, it's it's kind of sad if you think about it. Really sucks. It's really draining. Like you can feel it. It's just exhausting.
It can be, yeah, it really can be. But you know what they say, work is never easy. So
No, I suppose not. I
if
don't
it's
know.
challenging you, then it's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Uh, I would just rather sleep. Sleep is good.
Yeah, I did that earlier today. I tried to catch sunsies for about an hour, and
Yeah.
these 5 o'clock mornings, I haven't adjusted to yet. It's only been 2 days, so
I don't have my lighter. I should be having some incense going. There's definitely like an energy drain in the air right now. I'm feeling sluggish from
yeah,
it.
yeah.
There's definitely something.
I know.
Trying to
I'm
figure
trying
out how do you trying to get bounced back here, get some energy going. I'm not entirely sure how to do it. Monster's not doing it.
You know what? I'm gonna grab my Bluetooth and my charger, and I'm gonna play some music in the background.
That might work.
Um, light some um, light some sage. So give me just 1 second.
All right, I'll go ahead and see if these cards will drop anything for me again. It'd be nice if they were talking to me. See if maybe it has a reason why there's energy drain in the air right now. Let's use my beautiful little grounding stone here. Let's see. Endings and beginnings. Well, that kind of explains it. Oh. Let's wait for Miss Amber to get back. And the 4-year-old just dumped the popcorn. Go ahead and
Vincent, you have any charger, buddy? I got it.
You're not allowed to have your charger, Amber.
Oh, baloney. Don't tell me what to do.
All right, so I don't know how accurate this message is or not, these cards that I went ahead and decided to pull. I still don't feel like they're talking to me, but it's the cards that came out. And again, it kind of just repeats what we're saying.
Just go with
It's just, yeah, it's just repeating it. It's talking about, you know, our focused intentions. As always, focus, focus, focus. Make your intentions real. Yeah. Let's see, endings and beginnings. As it's been going on for what, the past 6 months now. It's been a lot of recycling, getting that bad out, dropping stuff, making room for the new. We're starting new things. And then, I mean, thankfully, it goes ahead and it adds the Guardian card and lets us know that we are protected, loved, safe. So,
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing that that's the biggest thing that a lot of people need to know right now, because a lot of people are afraid to make the decisions they need to make because they feel like they're not being backed up, or they don't feel like
it's scared to take that leap.
Right. And it, you know, here I am. I don't like being in the spotlight, but I'm putting myself out there because people need help.
Yeah.
And as uncomfortable as I am right now, you know, that's something I need to get over. So, I'm taking that.
Yeah, you can't be afraid. It's going to hold you back from everything in life. It comes back to that, you know, it's not good for your health. It's not good for making the world a better place. We can't let fear win. And
it's going to be there. You know, you're going to have your uncomfortable moments. You're going to be afraid sometimes, but the most important thing is not allowing it to stop you.
I was going to say I'm fearless, but no, that's not true. Sitting here thinking about it, it's like, no.
You want to see fearless, talk to Quentin.
Oh, that's just boys. That's boys.
I had a feeling he's my only boy, but
yeah, because he's probably worth a couple of them.
Yeah, 5.
All right. Did you want to go ahead and start talking about what we were doing with Harmony Gardens too? Because I mean, we have this message, this running theme right now that it's definitely about struggle, strife, making the better choices, so on and so forth, working on your health.
Yeah.
So we need to get some readers going. You know, I went ahead and I made our posts in Harmony Gardens about trying to get readers. Did I go back and check it? No. Terrible. All right. I do not know what I did with it. Oh, I must have passed. I did post it, didn't I?
Yeah, check Harmony Garden. For, I believe you posted it there. Either that or Silver Lining.
I could have sworn it was in Harmony Gardens, but there it is. Oh, you pinned it.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't find it.
Oh, sorry.
Let's go ahead. Okay, so we don't have any immediate takers on that. See, that's that fear, holding people back again.
Yeah.
Oh, I see Sage. Ooh. There you go.
Can you hear that okay?
The sound kind of comes and goes. Sometimes it gets a little loud, then it gets a little quieter. All right. Oops. Ah, desk is sliding around.
You might have it.
Huh? There's still something there. That works. I so need a set. You need to make me a set.
I know. As soon as I get my smudge herbs growing. They've sprouted about 1.5 inches so far, so another 1/2 inch or 1 inch and I can transfer.
Yeah, I definitely need some. I meant to go grab some of that lavender to have here too to play with that. Completely forgot to go get it.
Right there. This no.
Oh, he just ran into the bathroom. All right. So, Harmony Gardens.
Yeah.
Okay, we need readers. Should we see about finding designated readers, or should we just anything and everything is open, whatever anybody wants to choose, switch it up?
Yeah, I was thinking about designated readers, but I know there's so many different types of readings and different styles, and I want to leave it open for everybody. So, um, so
Need some.
what's going to happen is if somebody is interested, another reader is interested in being featured and promoted from our live stream, all of our social networking platforms, the website that we have. We also have a network open, and we're looking to promote readers. In order for the reader to qualify for the promotion, they have to offer 3 readings to those who are in the group Harmony Gardens. We'll post about the offer, the reading offer. Or you choose to read is totally up to you. It doesn't have to be specific people. You get to choose whoever it is, whoever you're drawn to or pulled towards. And as soon as confirmation comes in that you've completed the 3 readings, what we're going to do is we are going to promote you for a week before a live stream.
Thank you.
During the live stream, you will join us as a reader, and you will be able to give your input, your readings, share your readings, your techniques, whatever you'd like to share, how you work and what you work with. And then after the live stream, the following week, that full week afterwards, you'll be promoted as well. So you'll have 2 full weeks of promotions going, just kind of boosting the fact that you do readings and you're willing to help others. And whether you choose to charge for readings after that is completely up to you and has nothing to do with Harmony Gardens or its affiliates. So we're looking for readers, and we're open to the diversity of readings and techniques and that sort of thing. So if you're interested, let us know, and we'd be more than happy to collaborate and work with you and promote you. And whether you've been doing it for years or you're just beginning, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Because it's definitely, I mean, the reason why we're doing this, that it's important for me, is because we really need to start coming together again. We need to start bringing all these topics and all these skills and all these insights, all this forgotten wisdom really needs to come back.
It really does.
Out to the surface. Yeah. So, yeah, we need to really get more people involved. Anybody who has the ability to read, let's get it out there. Did we ever figure out a second event that we were going to be doing for Harmony Gardens?
Mom, it's stuck.
It's stuck. Yeah, he is.
Let me see. Let me grab my book. I know
No, we definitely need to do some more readings today.
Yeah.
It's like I'm actually surprised that we don't have anybody asking for them. Usually they jump all over the free readings. Let's see. Go ahead and see what these runes told me. Stop, baby. Stop. You're shaking the whole desk, honey. No, that's just as bad as what you were doing before. Stop it, please. Man, these runes are landing way funny lately too. Normally they always land like a book for me. It's being crazy.
Yeah, something's definitely.
There's something going on today. It's actually worrying me a little bit, if I were to be honest. Travel teamwork. Oh, of course, this is inverted as well. That's definitely abundance. We got a whole bunch of sideways messages is what we've got. And disruptive force, yeah. Okay. So we've got teamwork, abundance, and a disruptive force. And then you got to flip that message on its side. How the hell you go about doing that? I'm going to say accident. Accident sounds right. Accidental teamwork, accidental abundance. No, if I'm actually really thinking about it, that sounds like a bad accident.
What do you mean?
Like a car crash. Somebody got money from a car crash. It's nothing to laugh about. I'm sorry, that was terrible.
Okay, so we were talking about decals.
Oh, we were. Yeah, we were seeing if we could get the decals of the chakras.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And I'm even willing to pay you for them. Woo! Even though you're my friend. You deserve it.
All right, let's see.
Uh,
Somebody definitely needs some healing, though. Ooh,
yeah,
deja vu moment.
I'm feeling it. I've been feeling it ever since we, the side of my head's tingling. Somebody here needs some.
Well, I do believe Heather may be our only watcher at the moment. I know I was talking to Heather last night. I know she's got a hurt ankle. Was also drinking last night, so I can't remember the entire conversation if I'm being honest. But I
Well,
do know we were talking about a lot.
if you're watching and you feel like you need Reiki energy or help with
I
anything,
was telling her about that.
let us know. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. You deserve it just as much as everybody else does. In yourself. So don't deny yourself the help you need. We're here to help anybody we can. I do Reiki. I do energy
Ooh.
balancing, chakra balancing, chakra cleansing. I read Oracle Tarot. There's many things Nikki can do. So with both of
Yeah,
us together,
I was trying to explain to her how when I'm attempting Reiki for myself, I was explaining to her how I do that. Helped me feel better last night, but it's so odd that somebody must be sick, because that just feels weird.
let me see if I can get any information.
Maybe, yeah, because normally when something like that bugs the both of us,
Hold on. Let me grab a pen.
see, and I keep getting pulled back to the chakra stones too. But I don't know why, because it doesn't actually feel like I'm the one that needs. Baby, you gotta stop bumping my desk, honey. You're gonna end up knocking my monitors over. There's nothing to help keep them up right now. Please stop.
Let's see. Wait a minute here.
Yeah. So, got another random message for somebody.
Well, and I keep getting the feeling like somebody wants to inquire if we can connect with a past loved one too. That may be their primary reason for watching.
I know we've had a couple people. Yeah, I can see the comments, Heather. I know that. Oh, I lost my train of thought. I can feel something. There was somebody. I don't know. There was. I'm telling. Somebody's sick, or was sick, or something. They're right here.
Okay, give me a minute.
Careful, baby.
got something to do with the head.
I did just have a dizzy spell.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like vertigo.
Mhm.
The key.
And I'm seeing water. So, ooh, maybe a diving accident.
See, I thought I was seeing a woman.
I'm not getting the gender. But I feel it in my head, like the mushy feeling.
Could that be a boat, maybe?
Uh,
You're more than welcome to, Heather, anytime that you want to ask any questions, add the comments, anything. Do you have any questions that you would want a reading on, or just a general statement message type thing? So you're thinking this person.
I'm seeing a waterfall. See, every time I get information, I start scratching my head because it tingles. I'm seeing a waterfall, trauma to the head, and I'm not sure if it was a water accident or if I'm getting that the person needs to go to water for healing. Depending on because we have our elements, our sign elements.
I mean, water's just great for healing, period.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what your element is. Okay. It doesn't matter what your element is. Water is okay. Water is an amazing energy conductor and amplifier. So, if it wasn't, even if it was a trauma to the head due to a water accident, go to water because it's going to help process whatever that trauma is. It's going to help your equilibrium. It'll help balance out your equilibrium a bit more because I really feel like that, that dizzy feeling. Like,
well, I can't tell if this is an outside spirit that we're feeling, or if it's connected to somebody who is watching this stream, or what
it's
this
definitely
was.
connected to somebody who's watching, whether it's them or somebody they know.
Because I'm getting like the dizziness, and I'm getting the nausea.
Yeah.
Weak and shaky. I almost feel like this is something that's actually more of an older person.
Coffee, but I'm shaky too. That always happens.
Yeah. Well, aside from us trying to figure out what it is that we're picking up on, Miss Heather would actually like a reading. She doesn't know what to ask.
A general
Since this is
reading.
fairly new to her.
Yeah, a general reading. If you ask for a general reading, what's going to happen is whatever is most important to you right now, or whatever needs attention or needs to be addressed, it's going to come through in the reading, whether it's simply asked for or not. So,
do you have any cards that are calling out to you right now? Any decks?
My Celtic deck.
See, and I keep thinking, like, I want to try the cards, but they're not talking to me. As much as I want to try them, they are not talking to me.
I feel like this is yours, though.
I'm sorry, this is my what?
Reading. But if you want me to do it, I can. I don't mind.
No, go for it.
Okay.
I love when you do readings. That shit is, like, terrifyingly spot on.
Okay. Let me get my Celtic card.
Hi, Mia. I said hi. How was pajama day?
Pajama day. Told you.
Okay. Well, you got to act like a little kid at school, though, right? That's fun.
What?
Do you have homework? It's a live stream, hun. It's not just a conversation, it's live. Just in case you were wondering. Alright, let's see if I can get some rooms to talk to me. You're a puppy. Ooh, you're hot. Go on. My goodness.
What?
Dessa gave me a hug and she's like burning up.
Oh,
Okay. I'm feeling like I have to pull these twice. So let's go ahead and see what we've got real quick. This is almost wanting to be a directional message. I'm thinking the puppy is very upset.
oh, hold on a second.
Oh, very, very upset puppy.
No.
Okay.
I can join a clan.
You can join a clan.
Yeah, I can join 2 different clans. And there's 2 people who
Let's go ahead and put this over here real quick. And then
Cool. It's over here. It's
that one.
charging. You'll need to plug it in.
Yeah, but
Okay. So,
All right, Miss Heather, you here?
oh, see.
These
Hold
are
on.
very scattered. I'm telling you.
Ooh, okay. I feel like there needs to be 3 parts, so I'm shuffling and going to get my third.
Yeah,
Or-
see, I was getting a sensation that I had to have 2 sets
Yeah.
of runes pop out. I'm hoping Heather's here to hear the message, though.
If not, I can type it out for her.
That's true. She is in the group. We can always tag her. Oh, yep, she's here.
Okay. All right. So she's ready to hear this, I hope. Sometimes these readings can be a bit blunt. So,
Tell you the truth, even if you don't want to hear it.
yeah, that's usually how it works.
I should probably write this one down. This is a very long, scattered message. Might have to drink that last beer. 1 beer left over from last night.
Okay, so the first card,
Hold still for a second. There you go.
okay, the first card is the pine. And in Celtic beliefs, the pine is associated with purification and allowing, bringing in the outside world, plants, different things from outside that into the home that help purify the body, the mind, the spirit, the soul, and also your home. So it's a good idea to plant some, to bring in some plants. I feel like there's some purification that is needed emotionally, specifically. So if there are any plants or greenery, natural greenery around your home, sometimes what I do, I have plants all over my house, and sometimes what I do is I'll walk by and I'll touch it. I know it's silly.
I do that. No, I pet my plants and name them and tell them hi too.
Yeah, because there's a connection. that you share with with things of nature, plants, animals, and I feel like for you specifically, this is an important thing. So, so walk by the plants, touch them. Even if you can't bring them in right now, if you're outside in nature and you're touching plants and you're rubbing your feet in the grass and just connecting with the earth and the animals and the energy, when you do come in to your home, you're going to bring some of that energy into your home as well. Definitely interact with nature a little bit more because it's going to
Yes,
help
baby.
you balance out your emotions. And she may even be the one that I was referring to as far as water.
Needing the healing,
Yeah.
the emotional and spiritual healing.
Yeah, because water is a representation of our emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you're around water and nature, the more balanced your emotions will be. The more you'll be able to read your emotions and know why they're there, why you're feeling that way. So consider that as a tool to help you.
Like taking a nice long bubble bath with some oils and some salts and stuff is very healthy.
Yeah. If
Very
you have
healthy for
rose
the body.
petals, lavender.
I use lavender, Epsom
Yeah.
salt, and lavender bubble bath. It is fantastic.
Yep. Okay, and the second card is the Wren.
Okay, so
Okay, so what this card, tell me if I'm,
Ooh, that's a nice card.
this is her Celtic deck.
is that visible on it?
Yes, you're good.
Okay. Okay, that's
Sorry
the
about
Wren.
that.
That's okay. The Wren.
She's in the bedroom, sweetheart.
Okay, so
Uh-oh, here it comes.
she is a messenger. Heather, if you're watching and you're listening, you're a messenger. Through your experiences of humility, that's where you find your strength to use your voice. That's when you speak up the most, is when you're put in a situation where you absolutely have to. Otherwise, like you're the quiet one. You don't really say much. You're going to be going through a phase of tapping into that voice and being able to, or rather learning to use it, relearning to use it. I feel like there's been a lot in the past that has kind of drowned your voice out. You've allowed it to drown your voice out. Be about how you feel. And I feel
She
like
said, holy shit.
there's a fear connected to the reason why you don't speak up all the time. Don't be afraid of that. Don't, whatever that fear is, don't be afraid of that, because your voice, oh, I just got chills. Holy crap. Your voice is part of your purpose.
She says
You
you're
are
spot on, OMG.
You are a messenger, and in order to get these messages that you need to get out, you have to use your voice. Take me, for example.
Yeah. Miss, I never want to talk to anybody. Don't look at me.
Yeah, I can't stand being in the spotlight or having to, I don't like attention drawn to me, but I'm going through the same thing. I'm also a messenger, so I can relate on having to raise your voice or speak And not just when you have to, but when.
She said her ex-husband made her afraid to speak her mind. She can't believe this. You're doing a damn good job, hon.
Yeah, I knew it.
Well, you usually know.
Let's
Oh, and this
get
is
that
a
back.
gift.
The song. Your voice is your song, and it needs to be heard. Holy cow, I'm
Alright.
feeling all over.
Yeah, I can feel it. Now we've got static in the air.
Last card is, yeah, these Celtic cards, man. I'll tell you what.
I
they touch
know, they are. I love your Celtic cards. They're great. Well, I did end up drawing runes for Heather as well, so as soon as you're done with your cards, I'll go ahead and let her know what these scattered bits came up with as well.
Okay, so, oh goodness, good Lord. Okay.
Breathe, woman, breathe. Ooh, God, my hand's shaking.
These readings can get pretty powerful.
They get kind of intense. Ooh.
Whatever power you think you lost, it's not gone. It's still there. Goodness.
You're gonna love this.
Because I feel like I'm searching for something, almost like something's missing. It was there once and now it's gone. But it's not. It's never.
Not. It's just misplaced, lost.
It lays dormant, and that flicker flame is always there. You just need a trigger to ignite it. So your fire can burn again. You can use your voice with confidence. That I believe that's going to happen as soon as you start putting your focus towards healing yourself. Purification, letting go of old attachments, releasing the pain that is associated with your past because you're still attached to it. It's still a record, an endless record that plays through your mind and your heart. So what I suggest, if you can, find a clear quartz crystal and a rose quartz. The clear quartz crystal is going to help balance out your mind and your heart.
I just gotta chill.
Rather than the constant fight between your heart and your mind, it's going to balance things out. That way you can make the proper decisions for yourself to move forward and to start healing from whatever it is that had taken place and allowed you to believe that your voice was taken away. So it's time for that to come back. It's your time. So take it.
Dude, I literally got the exact same thing in these runes that you did.
Really?
And yep, I'm going to take a picture of these runes so I can go ahead and post this on Facebook.
Oh yeah, let me take a picture of.
So if she wants to go back and look at the runes and find her own meanings and messages in them, she can do that too. But this is what I've got. Okay, so I was told to pull, your reading was done, yes?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so I was told to draw runes twice. Usually what happens when I'm told to draw runes twice is I usually get, the first set usually tells me about the person. It kind of shows me this is in fact the person that we are about to be doing the reading for. So what I got was that you are a very guarded person. You have your defenses up. And I don't think you're very good at just bearing who you truly are. And in this, it's saying that that's because of what happened. Something caused you to put those defenses up, and it makes it very hard for you to trust yourself, trust the people around you, trust when life gets good. It's just, that's what it is. And it was caused by there was the 3 runes, you'll see them in the picture. It said that it was because of a shortfall, that you're currently going through a hard time in life right now, and it's affecting who you are. You know, some people, they go through these struggles, money struggles, house struggles, friendship struggles, a loss in the family, you know, but it doesn't actually affect their personality and their day-to-day choices. This definitely has affected you to the point of you are wearing armor, you are closed up.
She's afraid of
But
allowing others to see who she is.
there's definitely a huge fire. There is a huge spirit inside. Like it used to be there. It's the rune that I got that was saying this was so willow, and it means the sun. Like the life of the spirit is the power of the sun. But the rune is upside down, which tells me that spirit is currently broken. It's not lost. It's just
Well,
it's almost like you're a kicked dog.
yeah.
You know, a little shy.
Excuse me. You have to. You don't have to, but the realization is when you put that wall up and when you're heavily guarded. Now, there's a difference between putting a wall up. There's a fine line between putting a wall up and being picky about who enters your life and your space, and you know who you share your experiences with. You're allowed to be picky, but when that wall's up, you're blocking everything out, but you're also blocking out the love that you're supposed to be receiving and the support that you're
the lessons, everything.
Great.
So sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. The second set of runes that I drawed is basically telling you what you need to do to help heal yourself. And it is nothing but, this is very obvious, this is what you need to do to help heal yourself. And it explains that you are somebody that already had a lot of courage, loyalty, dedication, very, you know, you had that integrity and stuff. You need to really focus on that. You need to have that same courage, dedication, and loyalty to yourself. Do not lie to yourself. Do not let other people lie to you about who you are. Stay true to your colors. Know yourself. It says that you need a period of peace. When the Issa rune came up, you have to take the time to heal the injury. You have to give yourself some time of calm and relax and just let the wound heal. Just give it time.
And don't focus on it. Don't focus on that,
because it keeps going. The next rune, because there was 6 runes that came for your second reading for the second set, and it step by step, it is asking that you find your unity with your family. You come together. You find the people that you can be close to, and when you have them, whether you're doing it with them or not, it is a time to tie off loose ends, cut off loose ends. Literally finish your projects that you told yourself that you were going to do and clear the clutter. Get rid of what does not need to be there. It is an anchor. It is holding you back. And sometimes that's really hard for people to do, but if you can do it, you are going to feel so much better afterwards. And celebration. Like, you really need to allow yourself to be happy. Do not get scared to be happy. You know, find the people that you enjoy being with and then do something.
Yeah, the things that bring you joy, the things that bring you happiness, do more of. There was something else that came to me too, and I just totally sidetracked myself.
The very last rune to me is the most important one. It is actually just, again, like Amber was saying, it denotes that you have a gift. You have something special about you that is being blocked because you are not forgiving yourself. That you blame yourself, there's a guilt there, and this rune was like screaming at me, there needs to be some forgiveness. You need to be able to, yeah, like talking about that at the beginning of the stream. You need to let the past stay in the past. Allow yourself to heal and forgive. Yeah, go ahead and cover that again.
Let me demonstrate. So you know how to use this tool. It's a very good tool. It releases old attachments, old built up stagnant energy.
Yeah, don't hold it in. It will not. It will fester. It turns into poison. You do not hold that in.
That is why you experience physical pain.
Mm-hmm.
Energy is held on to, and the more it builds up, because the more it's held on to, the more it builds up, and then the more physical pain is a result of holding on to those attachments and that energy. So what Ho'oponopono is, Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono.
You might have to say that again because you broke up for me. I don't know if you broke up for the stream.
Ho'oponopono is spelled H-O. You can look this up. It's Ho'oponopono. I think I got that right.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Ho'oponopono.
Yeah. Okay, so Ho'oponopono is focusing on forgiving yourself, because we are just as responsible for our experiences as anybody else's, and the sooner you can take responsibility for that, the better. Ho'oponopono allows or helps you to do that. It's a simple mantra that you can say out loud or to yourself several times, however many times you want, and it goes like this. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. These are the things that you need to tell yourself. If you're not telling yourself I love you, yourself that unconditional love, those attachments will remain. So when you use this mantra, it's sort of a reset and a recharge. And a release. I mean, it helps in so many different ways. It's crazy. So a quiet spot. If you cry, you cry. Emotion comes out is the exact emotion that needs to be released. So allow yourself to go through that process while you are saying this mantra. Words have power. And whenever you say these words, the proper feelings that need to be released and the attachments and energy that needs to be released will be released, and you'll experience it through bouts of sobbing or hot flashes. I mean, it's different for everybody, but
I always cry.
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
I do.
I love you. Ho'oponopono. Use it.
Yeah, I don't say it, but I do, I suppose, have my own version of it. And it's, is it okay to ask a question that goes with the whole emotional thing? Absolutely.
Sure.
There's probably a few seconds lag between the video and when your question's actually popping up for us, but as soon as I see it, we'll go ahead and.
Now, where are these questions being posted?
The original link, see, I have the two screens, so I can have the second window up. If you go back to the original link that you had posted in Harmony Gardens, you can watch the video from there, and there is a live chat that is connected to the video. So all I did was I pulled it up. I made sure that this video is muted so that we're not having to hear, us talk back and forth to each other. But it's giving us the ability to, anybody who comes into the channel can type and we can.
Okay, I have the split screen right now, so I'm able to look.
So you're able to see our chat now?
Yeah, and it's in Harmony Gardens.
Yeah, the link. Well, I mean, it's, wherever we posted that we were going to be doing the live stream today, it's that link. But yeah, for me with not holding on to things and my emotional reactions, I'm a very emotional person. I absolutely hate it. I try my damnedest to not let all that emotion out. But what ends up happening is if I'm not listening to myself where there is a problem and it builds and builds and builds, I end up having like this huge emotional breakdown where I just have to like curl up and cry. For the past couple months, almost anything will make me cry, but it's not always sad. More often than not, I see something happy and it makes me cry. It's a happy cry. Is this all related?
It's a part of you that resonates. Is it something that you wish for yourself, or because you just simply feel joy for others when they're experiencing happy moments?
It definitely could be an empath thing.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
the overabundance, the sensation of all that emotion that you could possibly be picking up from other people, or like Amber was just saying, how it could resonate with you.
Mm-hmm.
You get that buildup of energy, and our bodies just naturally try to find a way of getting it out. And I do that too. I will cry if I'm angry. I will cry if I'm sad. I will cry if I'm happy. I will cry if I'm scared and it looks like anger. I still usually cry. It's just that is how my emotion always comes out.
And it's because your emotions represent, or water is a representation of your emotions and vice versa. The last thing you want to do is hold those emotions back. Allow them to come out as they need to. The holding back of those emotions can contribute to that buildup, that consistent buildup.
I would definitely say that it's all related, though.
Oh yeah,
especially if this has been like building up for you over these past couple of months. It's probably this is your body trying to heal. You are currently dealing with something that
a release.
Your body is trying to help you heal, and even against your wishes, your body's still going to try to do what's best for you. And if crying is it, that's what's going to happen.
And if you resist it,
it's going to hurt. It's going to get worse.
Yeah, it'll hurt physically, but you'll notice too that it starts affecting your dream state as well.
Oh, God.
Through the motions to release it while you're dreaming, because you're not allowing yourself to do it when you're awake.
Actually, this is damn near the medical diagnosis for how they explain fibromyalgia. Because what they say is, fibro, it's overactive nerves. Everything hurts worse than it's supposed to. The brain interprets every little pain as something worse than what it actually is. They say it's actually caused by, I'm sorry?
Hypersensitivity.
Mm-hmm. And they say it's caused by the stress, just physical, emotional stress. You're so beat up that your body is just, it's breaking down and everything's hurting. It also causes you to have lower, like, what is it, dopamine and serotonin and all of that, which with those lower levels also, because again, if we're not taking care of ourselves, then our chemicals, everything is just, it's off whack, it's lower. I constantly dream. They're always so vivid. Yeah.
Yeah, mine are too. And it's usually the dreams where I wake up and I'm like, what in the hell?
I don't like those dreams.
Yeah, most of the time I can translate my dreams, and if I can't, then I come to you. But usually, it's due to past trauma, past attachment, and like that one dream I had, the reoccurring dream where I was constantly being pulled back to the house I grew up in when I was a kid. And I couldn't understand why I was continuously being pulled to that house. It was because I was still attached to it from a memory I had forgotten about, that I forced myself to forget about.
Yeah,
So,
anytime I have dreams, and it's always in the house that I grew up in too, it's always usually something negative for me as well, which concerns me. It's making me wonder, what the hell did I forget? Because those dreams are always just stressful.
well, when they come up, I tend to focus on them to kind of figure out what it is that I need to see or work on. And when you interpreted the dream for me, I was talking with a friend, and I can't remember what he said, but whatever it was that he said, it triggered the memory just like that. And I shut my laptop, and I'm like, I have to deal with this. I can't.
I have to go.
I gotta go. Yeah. And he was like, oh, and I'm like, yeah. So it took me about a week to, sort through it and deal with it and let it go. And
this is I keep going back to my chakra stones. They are just, this is still resonating with me. I'm assuming for Heather, that there is just, this is an emotional and a spiritual and a mental game that's going on. It's
I'm feeling, I feel like I'm being piled with stuff.
It's just over your head and stuff, because the see, I'm still shaking a little bit. The crown chakra stone is sitting here. It's just, I swear to God, I keep looking down at this thing, and it looks like it's glowing sometimes. There is seriously some need to de-stress, need to relearn ourselves, be honest with ourselves. Oh, you're fine. You don't have to apologize. This is
don't apologize.
What we do. We are filters. We will cycle all this energy through, and it is not going to stick with us at all. It just helps us understand that someone needs help. And if we can help them understand what's going on, then that's what we want. We want to help. That is the entirety of this stream.
Prayer.
Rare.
I'm hearing prayer.
Oh,
praying. Prayer. Because people are not adapted or adjusted to the different phrases and the different techniques that we use. Prayer is a very simple and familiar energy work. When you pray, not only are you connecting with yourself, but also with spirit. You're also sending energetic frequencies out into the universe. So whatever it is that you're praying about,
and it's honest,
yes, will be reflected back to you. So if you do pray, it's okay. It's completely okay. If that is your method and you feel comfortable with doing that, then use it. Because it's just as good as any other method or technique that others use.
It's just like meditation too. She said, "You ladies are amazing. I'm really happy I found you guys. Thank you so much for this." Well, I'm really happy that you found us too, because I loved talking to you last night. I'm looking forward to talking with you some more.
Absolutely.
There was definitely a connection. I was very happy.
Good.
I haven't stayed up that late in forever, and I did not want to go to bed.
I know. I was like, dude, I'm out. Get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock is late for me.
I kept telling myself I need to go to bed, but just one more story. It's just, I don't know. I'm weird. I'm sorry. Anyways,
Yeah, so we're happy to help. I mean, I do readings for free. I don't charge for them. So if you need a reading or you need to reach out to Nikki or me, feel free. We're here. This is what we're here for. Don't
that's
contemplate.
awesome.
Just do it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Um, I know poor Keith came into the channel last night while we were talking, and he is so not a believer, so skeptical.
You know,
Go away, Keith. We were having fun.
I had that experience a week ago when I went down the end of the street and did a reading for my neighbor. I did that session for my neighbor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He was very skeptical, and that's okay, because what we do is not with the intent to try to prove something to somebody. It's to get the messages across that need to get across.
Yeah, see, I feel we finally figured out what the message was. I feel so much better now.
Yeah, me too. And whether you take it or leave it is completely up to you. Whether you believe it or not is completely up to you. What I usually tell people when I have a message, because I've run into random people and I'm like, okay, I have something to tell you. You can believe it. You don't have to believe it. Doesn't matter to me. Just take it. Do whatever you want with it. Here it is. And then I say it and I walk away. Because I'm not trying to force anybody to believe something. You just need to get this message, so I'm here to give it to you.
You know, along with if you're interested in collecting stones, you'd be amazed at how well having stones can actually make you feel better. We seriously underappreciate
Yeah.
the rocks in this world.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you find a rock that has an intention, it was crafted with an intention, excuse me, it was blessed with an intention, it was, charged with whatever it is, and you find one that when you hold it in your hand and you just feel better, that is a natural filter. That the stone could very, very easily draw out some poisons, help you feel better, give you some protection. They're very, very simple, very small. They don't cost much at all. So if it's something that you'd be interested in doing it, I'm getting a very big sensation. That's worded terribly, but I am getting the message that looking into chakras for you is definitely, I keep getting drawn back to these, like looking into chakras is definitely going to help you. It will help you find foods and colors and ways of understanding the different parts of the body. And I love these stones that my husband got me. Amber has a set too. They're just little stones. They've got the chakras engraved into them. They're made of the stones that represent and align with the chakras, so you can, and they help me heal. If I feel a little off and I don't know why, if it's not immediately apparent, I can literally just come to these stones and touch them and play with them, and it will point me in the direction. I will find out what stone it is that I am out of alignment with, and I can address that part of my body.
Yep.
What they all mean. I mean, it's an amazingly simple thing, and it's incredibly helpful.
And the other connection with chakras is not only are these energy points associated with different parts of your body, but these energy points are also associated with different parts of your life.
That's true too.
Through your experiences, you can usually, if you're familiar with the chakras and the specifications of these energy points, you can usually tell by what you're experiencing or what you're feeling, which chakra is out of whack. Like sadness, hurt, pain from a relationship, from the relationship you have with yourself and others. That usually has to do with the heart chakra, which is
Or the
right.
throat.
and the throat. Yeah, it could, and that's just it. It could be the involvement could be more than just one chakra. Your throat chakra is the ability to express and be vocal,
And
confident
honest.
and honest. Yes.
Mhm.
So if you're experiencing pain or any complications with your throat, your
Lymph nodes.
yeah, through here or your help me out here, Nikki.
Larynx.
Thyroid.
Thyroid. I guess
Those
I should have known that one.
there's a big possibility that your throat chakra is clogged or just not working as efficiently as it should be. So pay attention. That's why they say pay attention to what your body is telling you, because whatever pain you're experiencing out here and in here is associated with chakras, with your energy point. So,
And they're all connected. It's
yep.
just one big wheel that just goes down our center. Yep. It's just and as we heal one part, it's just like the muscles of the body. When you start working one muscle, it's going to get stronger, it's going to work more effectively, but it could, depending on your lifestyle choices and what kind of stress you're going through, it could also add extra stress on the next nearest chakra, and you will then, just like any equation in life, when you deal with one part of the problem, it's going to lead to the next, just a funnel, a river, a clog. You have to move through the process. It is just a nice big funnel of energy that is always, it's a wheel. The chakra is described as a wheel.
Yeah.
It's a spiral,
Yep.
like the double helix.
The helix, yeah. It's DNA.
And it does, and it flows exactly that way. So if you get into chakras and you start learning about it, you can actually start, like how I was telling you last night, how to feel the energy, how to see it. You can do the same thing with your chakras. Start recognizing the energy, start helping the flow, and that in itself will make you feel better, just like the Reiki will.
Yeah, and it's not rocket science. There's a lot of different things you can do to help balance out your chakras, help energize them, help keep them maintained. Like the different foods you eat, the different activities you do. I would definitely research the chakras and the different things that you can do to help those chakras, those energy points. I mean, there's a lot to learn, but don't rush yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself with the learning, because that's easy to do, and then you kind of just out and lose interest in it because so much has happened at once. So take your time, a little bit at a time.
And you'll start to notice if this was definitely something that you were meant to have in your life, you will be drawn towards it. You will start to find these things. And then if you pay attention to the little signs around you, you will get reaffirmations. I can never say that word correctly. In your daily life, you will suddenly start to find these little coincidences that we call synchronicities. They are signs of letting you know you are on your path. No matter how much we want to fight it, no matter how much free will we have in our life, there is always a healthy path that our soul had for us.
Yep.
That we are remembering from the past, from just, it's who we are, it's our spirit. We will always be drawn to those things that resonate with us. So if you find something that you are interested in, dive in, have fun, follow your heart, man. It's amazing stuff.
And even if the interest kind of dies down a little bit, I've noticed in a lot of cases, once you start, whatever you start with, will lead you into your next
Step.
your next step, and then that step leads you into your next step. So even if it doesn't seem permanent, still navigate it, research it, learn it, whatever.
And it may have slow moments too. There may be time there you will notice patterns of reflection.
Yep.
There's always going to be moments that the world, and you will see this, like if you're talking to somebody on the phone and you feel blah that day, you're talking to somebody, like, I feel blah too, and you kind of find out that all the people in the world just are really feeling the same thing. Those are those moments where we are, no matter how much we want to fight that too, we are a collective. We are one and the same. It's those moments where we are meant to relax and heal and reflect. And it's
get
I love
it,
this.
kind of reflect on what you've learned and how you're going to use it as a tool, and how you're going to take action and apply that tool. Is most of the time is why the reflection, the moments of reflection and slow moving, the slow, sometimes it even feels like a turtle crawling, like time just kind of just.
I often describe it as just treading water, stuck in a pool, not going anywhere, just literally treading water, because
sit, think, and reflect on everything you've learned. Yeah.
And another big thing too that this is something that bugs me, that I find a lot of people who are going through a lot of unnecessary stress and a lot of pain, is we've forgotten how to see the silver linings. We have forgotten how to see, yes, this thing might have sucked, but if you think about it, you are creating your own pain. I mean, yeah, obviously you have to think about it, but don't focus. Don't bury yourself in it.
Responsibility for it. If you got to sit down and conduct an interview with yourself, why am I feeling this way? What's making me feel this way? What can I do? It's not. And a lot of people who aren't familiar with these things, for lack of a better term, tend to complicate it in their mind a lot more than they need to.
Yep.
Whatever feels right to you. We can suggest everything. We can give you pointers and tips and all this other advice, but at the end of the day, what you're going to be pulled towards is what resonates with you, for you. And the most important thing to do with that is to trust your intuition, to trust that the reason why you're being pulled to this action or this thought or specific area of your life is, or this form of art or whatever the case may be, it's because it works for you. This is your own personal tool.
Yeah, for me, I think it started out as scrying.
Yeah.
And I rarely do that now.
See, and mine was writing. It's still writing, but I'm writing more for myself now as opposed to before when I was doing it for everybody else.
Yeah. And it's so crazy how, like, I can't even go a week without doing this stuff now. I feel amazing when we're sitting here, we're playing with our stones, we're listening to the messages, we're letting out the poison, we're letting out, we're just, I woke up feeling like crap this morning because I didn't get enough sleep. I feel great right now. I feel like we should go out dance. We should do it again. Like, this stuff it's healing. It's amazing stuff. I can't get enough of it. I don't know. It's what keeps me healthy now. I got a pup. You guys are very needy for attention right now.
I just want to squeeze the stuffing out of him.
He wants attention. He wants to be on camera.
He deserves to be on camera. Look how freaking adorable he is.
I know.
Gosh, if I saw a dog like that out here, a fur baby, I'd be like, dude, just take my money. How much do you want?
No, this guy was meant to come into our lives. I kept trying to find puppies for Claire and never worked out. And then this was the last one. His name was even Lucky when we found him. And they didn't charge for him at all because they just wanted him to have a home.
Yeah, I was really happy about that. You know, and that's how you know their intentions are right, because they're not asking you for $800.
We've been trying for months to find a puppy. You'd never believe how hard it is to find a puppy. But, you know, it worked out amazingly easy for this. To me, that's just, you know, it's just another one of those signs. This is fate. This was meant to happen.
Yeah.
And just great. I'm like,
Yeah, I call them life's mile markers.
yeah, but I mean, seriously, how many miles do we really need?
That's a really good question, because I feel like I've been.
Right? Right? Let's see if the cards will talk to me now. I was really, really hoping. Maybe I'm just not asking the right questions. The Goddess Guidance deck. Okay, so
Try not to focus on it too much. Just clear
that's what I was doing before, but I think there was just a little too much distraction going on. Is your sage still burning?
No, I'm gonna light it again though.
Guidance. Let's see. Do we have any positive messages? Any guidance?
There it is. Got it.
Okay, well, that one wants to come out, so that one's coming out. Let's see. Do we have another? I wish freaks me out when they come flying out of the deck, because they never come flying out of the deck for me. I don't know how you managed to get it to do that. Oh,
That's how it always happens. I don't ever pull cards. They just
they won't. Oh, I wish they would. That'd make my life so much easier.
I mean, there's books. I mean, some of the decks I have in the book, and it states that, you know, the reading, you pull the cards.
Oh,
I'll shuffle the cards and they'll just fly out of the deck.
Let's see, how many cards? Oh, yeah, okay, there's that one. I don't know, I think it's wanting to tell me a story again.
Hold on. Let me get my strong sage.
What spread has like 5 cards in it? Because I'm thinking that's about how many are supposed to be popping out.
What spread?
Yeah, what spread would have 5 cards?
It depends on what book I'm referring to, or which deck I'm referring to, because there's all kinds of different.
Shaman. That's the story here. Shaman. We got a past life, Mother Earth, being bold, true love, and a medicine woman.
Mother Earth.
Mother Earth. Yep. The situation involves your past life or past life memories. You are called upon to help with your environment, unleash the adventurous side. It speaks to your heart, and you are for channeling divine healing powers.
Yeah, I think
we've got
both of us.
Yep, I was hoping for a positive message. Shaman, healing. I need to get me some sage, dude. That stuff is awesome.
This is the Dragon's Blood sage.
I have incense. I just don't have a lighter. I don't know what happened to it. I have the one in my purse, but that's clear across the other side of the house.
Brian walked into the house the other day. This is funny. I have to tell this story. Walked into the house. Now, he's not too fond of the smell. I was burning my sage, and I was cleansing the rooms and everything. And he's like, "Oh, good Lord!" And he walks through the house, and I'm like, "You're healed.
You're healed."
And he's like, "Whatever."
Calling all shamans. You're cute. Well, he doesn't need to be dying from polio. All right, perfect. All right, women, we are 5 minutes to our 2-hour mark.
Really? Already?
Already.
Wow.
All right, so I did not post these pictures yet. Let's see about.
I'm going to post the card reading. I'm just going to send it to Heather in a private message because I don't want to post something in the public if she doesn't want it to be public. So I'm going to send it to her through a private message.
That's a good idea. I can do that too.
And
so
whoever
smart.
wants a reading, you know, message me or Nikki. If you go to my page, Sariana Haven Day, there's a tab at the top right of the screen that will read request time. If you could click on that and request time, that would be great because I have a lot of requests that come in, and I want to make sure that I get to everybody who requests or as many people as possible.
She needs a secretary because she gets so many requests. It's supposed to be me.
My own secretary, but that's not working.
That's because I'm over here. We're a few states away. Move your ass down here.
I'm trying.
Calling all shamans. Shamans.
Wow, this sage is really burning like crazy. Look at this.
Wow, that's nice. So jelly. All right, so we are about to the end of the stream. Should we cover anything? Should we?
Okay, let's do an overview of what we covered.
I took notes.
Good, because I didn't. But I got it here. It's all up here, I think.
Oh, God, I can't do that anymore.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm just saying I can't. Okay, but yeah, I guess the notes. Okay, so the beginning theme for today had a lot to do with the struggles that people are dealing with right now. Oh, no, my camera disappeared. Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Where'd you go?
Oh, I'm here. The puppy just chewed through my camera wire. Yep, yes, he did. He chewed right.
No, you can't eat that. It's not food.
Well, okay, technically the camera wire, thank God, is fine. He just chewed through the USB extension cord that I had, so I guess I'll have to get a new one of these. This is bad. You don't do that. Oh, pain in the butt. All right, so my camera's off for the remainder of this call, I suppose.
That's okay.
So we were covering the struggles that everybody was going through, how the world, our bodies, we are fighting back. We are definitely recognizing that there's something wrong and that something needs to get fixed, and hence all the fighting in the world right now. But it's showing. Let's see. It was talking about fear. It was talking about how we were scared to make those changes. It's part of the reason why we're fighting back. Mm-hmm. But as always, you know, there's always that way of making it better if we can, if we're not afraid. And I mean, there was, let's say, I want to say that was the first hour talking about the struggles, talking about fear, talking about fighting back. And then I want to say the second half of the stream, we were talking about healing and chakras and.
Okay, now to elaborate a little bit on the fear thing, if the fear's going to be there, because your ego's there, it's not going to go anywhere. The best thing you can do when you feel that fear, instead of focusing on being afraid, focus on using that fear as a tool. You know, to kickstart your warrior status and light some flames under people's asses and do what you got to do. That's always worked for me. I'm afraid sometimes. We all are afraid sometimes. Use the fear as a tool to push you towards whatever change you need to make.
Yeah, it's I saw Will Smith is the one who was saying it. He had a video of it. He was talking about how we can have fear just so bad. We're over analyzing, we're scared of everything until we're at the moment. We're in the
Yeah.
moment, it vanishes, it's gone. We are seriously just afraid of the idea of it. That once we get to it, there is no fear. There's only action. We don't have a choice in the matter. So if we're not afraid while we're in the middle of it, then what is the point in being afraid prior? We're just making ourselves sick with it.
Right. Yep.
Yep. Okay. And Harmony Gardens, we're looking for readers, intuitives. Doesn't matter what type of reading you do, energy work. You can be a Reiki practitioner, Reiki master. You can be an energy healer. It doesn't matter. There's a diversity of help, of gifts, of voices that need to come together and start focusing on the collective as much as the individual healing. So if you are interested in being promoted for 2 weeks, let us know. We'll give details and everything about that if you missed them at the beginning of the live stream. Just message me or Nikki or I on Facebook. And we'll get in touch about details on how that works and everything like that. But we are definitely keeping space available for other sisters and brothers to join us to help not just the individual but the collective as well.
And if anybody's interested in actually coming into the stream as well, being part of the conversation with us, just let us know ahead of time so we can make sure that you do get that link. I think this one was actually supposed to be open to the public. Anyone's supposed to be able to join, but I think we might have accidentally posted the wrong link.
I think so.
Or it was
well, and I
invite only, I'm not sure.
The link to the live stream wasn't available until the live stream started.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So when hopefully that changes for the next stream, but if not, then we'll definitely post info about the event. But look for the link to the live stream.
This event actually, you can interact with it before the live stream actually goes up, because we're going to do this once a week. We do not have a set day right now because my husband's schedule keeps changing, so I kind of have to juggle around him a little bit. But you can interact with the event at any point in time. You can go ahead and start the conversation, add comments, share it, like it, subscribe, anything and everything. If you enjoyed today's stream and want to share this video on any of your pages, feel free, go for it. And yeah, again, just if you're interested in helping read, if you're interested in helping being on the stream, just let us know.
Yeah, we're completely open to any gift or anything you want to share, whether it's inspiration, wisdom,
Every little bit helps.
Yeah, every little bit. And we are very grateful in advance because it's important to unite and come together for the mission of just merely trying to help others and help others heal. So.
Perfect. All right. Well, that was definitely weird and fun today.
Yeah.
All right. So I know, right? Okay, so all the conversations will continue in Harmony Gardens in the Facebook groups. You can always message us. Everything. We're here all the time. Get to you as soon as we can. And I guess we
That's
will
it.
see you next week.
We love you.
My camera works. Love you. Bye.
Mwah.